Your soulmate is coming to see you. My child, before this message reaches its final moment, you will understand why so many strange events have been happening around you lately. There is a reason certain conversations ended without answers. There is a reason your heart suddenly remembered someone without warning. There is even a reason why familiar places have started feeling different. None of it happened by accident. A secret has been moving quietly behind the scenes, and very few people know about it. Your soulmate has already made a decision that cannot easily be undone. They are coming to see you, but they have chosen silence over announcements because they know that some journeys become stronger when they grow away from the noise of curious eyes. Do not skip this message, because something huge is waiting for you. What seems like an ordinary day may already be carrying an extraordinary meaning. Your soulmate has imagined this moment more times than you could ever count. They have rehearsed what they want to say, changed their words 100 times, and wondered if the timing would finally be right. Yet every plan has been wrapped inside one condition: it must stay a secret until the very last moment. There are people who would not understand this decision. There are voices that would question every step. That is why your soulmate has chosen quiet preparation instead of loud celebration. Even now, small details are falling into place while you continue living your normal routine, completely unaware that someone is moving closer with every passing hour. A quiet truth has been hidden inside this story from the very beginning, and now the pieces are finally connecting together. Your soulmate has been noticing signs that remind them of you everywhere they go. A familiar song. A meaningful number. A conversation between strangers that strangely sounded like your story. None of these moments felt random to them. Instead of ignoring those signs, they started following them one by one, and every answer led back to the same destination: you. But here is the revelation almost nobody expected. They have intentionally told almost no one about this decision. The fewer people who know, the safer this dream feels to them. They are protecting something precious before the right moment arrives. Stay till the end, because the next revelation changes everything. While everyone else believes your soulmate is simply continuing with daily life, another plan has quietly taken shape. A route has been imagined. A meeting has been pictured. Words have been carefully chosen. Deep inside, your soulmate believes this meeting should happen naturally, without pressure, without attention, and without anyone trying to influence what two hearts are meant to discover together. That hidden choice is what makes this journey different from every expectation you have carried until now. Something even more surprising is unfolding behind the curtain, and it explains why everything has felt delayed until this exact season of your life. Your soulmate once believed they needed perfect circumstances before reaching out, but time taught them something greater. They realized perfection never arrives on its own. Courage creates the moment. That realization changed everything. Since then, they have quietly been preparing themselves in ways nobody noticed. They became more patient, more thoughtful, more determined. Every challenge they overcame only strengthened one silent promise: to see you when the right opportunity appeared. Do not look away now, because the biggest revelation has not arrived yet. There is one object connected to this journey that your soulmate keeps returning to. It could be a small note, a meaningful gift, a photograph, or even a memory stored only in their heart. Whenever doubt appears, they remember that single reminder and continue moving forward. They believe that if destiny can protect a dream for this long, then it deserves one final act of faith. That belief has become stronger than every fear they once carried. The secret is no longer whether they wish to meet you. The secret is simply how close that moment has already become. Listen carefully, because this final thought may explain everything you have been wondering about. Soon, an ordinary moment may suddenly feel different for reasons you cannot immediately understand. A familiar place may seem brighter. A routine day may unexpectedly become unforgettable. What makes this story powerful is not loud promises or dramatic announcements. It is the quiet determination of someone who chose hope when silence would have been easier. Your soulmate is carrying that hope even now. They are protecting this visit because they want the meeting to belong only to the two of you before the rest of the world ever hears about it. Stay with this story, because something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter reveals why your soulmate believes this secret meeting could change not only one day, but the direction of both your lives forever. And when that hidden reason comes to light, every unanswered question from the beginning of this story will suddenly make perfect sense. A silent decision has already been made, and your soulmate has not looked back since. They have crossed the point where dreams remain only dreams. Now every thought is becoming action, every hope is becoming preparation, and every passing day brings them one step closer to seeing you. But there is one detail that almost no one knows. They are protecting this journey because they fear that too many voices could change something that already feels destined. That is why they have chosen patience over attention. Do not skip this moment, because something huge is waiting for you. Every quiet step they take carries one question in their heart. Will this finally be the day our paths come together? They do not know exactly how everything will unfold, but they know they cannot ignore this feeling any longer. It has become stronger than hesitation, louder than doubt, and brighter than every uncertainty that once held them back. The secret has become impossible for them to carry forever, yet they continue guarding it until the perfect moment arrives. There is another revelation that changes everything. Your soulmate has imagined your first reaction countless times. Sometimes they picture you smiling before saying a single word. Other times they imagine complete silence, where both of you simply look at each other because no sentence could ever describe what that moment feels like. They replay these possibilities again and again, wondering which one will become reality. Stay till the end, because the next truth is something very few people ever realize. The closer your soulmate comes to this meeting, the calmer they become. That may sound surprising, but it is true. Fear is slowly disappearing because purpose has taken its place. They no longer focus on what could go wrong. Instead, they think about everything that could finally become right. Every sunrise reminds them that another opportunity has arrived. Every evening reminds them that they are one day closer than they were yesterday. Their heart is no longer asking whether they should come. It is only asking when the right moment will reveal itself. Something remarkable is happening behind the scenes while life continues as normal around you. Tiny moments that seem completely unrelated are quietly preparing the path ahead. A delayed conversation, an unexpected change of plans, a chance encounter, or a simple decision may appear ordinary now, yet each one is becoming part of a much bigger picture. Your soulmate cannot see every piece either, but they trust that every step has meaning. Do not look away now, because the biggest surprise has not been revealed. There is one promise they made to themselves that nobody else has heard. They promised they would not allow fear to write the ending of this story. No matter how uncertain the road feels, they want honesty to guide their next move. That promise has become their greatest source of strength. Every challenge they overcome only convinces them more that some meetings are worth waiting for, protecting, and believing in until the very last moment. Now the secret grows even deeper. Your soulmate has reached the stage where turning back feels impossible. They have carried this hope too far to let it disappear now. They believe that when two lives are meant to cross, the journey often happens quietly before anyone notices. That is exactly why this story has remained hidden for so long. The silence was never meant to create distance. It was meant to protect something precious until the right time arrived. Stay with this story, because what happens next will explain why this meeting has remained hidden from almost everyone. The next chapter uncovers the unexpected event that convinces your soulmate the waiting is almost over, and once that sign appears, nothing will feel ordinary again. Everything changes the moment your soulmate notices one final sign they can no longer ignore. It is not something loud or dramatic. It is something quiet that settles deep within their heart and refuses to leave. From that moment forward, every excuse begins to disappear. Every delay starts losing its power. Every fear that once whispered, "Maybe later," is replaced by one simple thought: now is the time. Do not skip this moment, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate begins looking at the world differently. Every road reminds them that it could lead to you. Every sunrise feels like another chance to shorten the distance. Even ordinary moments suddenly carry extraordinary meaning because they know they are moving toward someone who has unknowingly occupied their thoughts for longer than they ever admitted. The secret becomes heavier with every passing day, yet they continue protecting it because they want the meeting to feel genuine, untouched by expectations or outside opinions. Another hidden truth is about to surface, and it explains why this journey feels unlike anything your soulmate has experienced before. They are no longer chasing a fantasy. They are following a feeling that has remained consistent despite changing seasons, changing plans, and changing circumstances. That consistency is what gives them confidence. Stay till the end, because the next revelation changes everything. There have been moments when they almost revealed their plans to someone close, but each time they stopped themselves. Something inside told them this story belongs to only two hearts until the right moment arrives. They want your first meeting to be remembered for its sincerity, not for the expectations created by others. Quietly, they begin paying attention to details they once overlooked. They notice places that feel strangely familiar, conversations that unexpectedly remind them of you, and opportunities that seem too perfectly timed to ignore. Piece by piece, their confidence grows stronger until doubt becomes nothing more than a distant memory. Then comes the moment that surprises even your soulmate. Instead of feeling nervous about seeing you, they begin feeling peaceful. That calmness tells them something important. It tells them they are no longer running toward uncertainty, they are walking toward something they genuinely believe is meant to happen. Do not look away now, because the biggest surprise has not arrived yet. They picture themselves standing only a few steps away from you, wondering whether words will come easily or whether silence will speak louder than anything they could possibly say. In that imagined moment, they realize they do not need perfect sentences. They only need honesty. That realization changes everything. It removes pressure, replaces anxiety with hope, and reminds them that meaningful connections are built through authenticity, not perfection. Every heartbeat now carries quiet anticipation, as though the distance between both of you is becoming smaller without either of you fully realizing it. Now the mystery reaches an entirely new level. There is one final preparation your soulmate refuses to rush because they believe first impressions create lasting memories. They want this meeting to happen naturally, with calm hearts and genuine smiles instead of uncertainty. That is why the secret continues for just a little longer. Stay with this story, because something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter reveals the unexpected obstacle that appears just before your soulmate is ready to see you. An obstacle that seems capable of changing everything, yet ultimately becomes the very reason this meeting grows even more meaningful than either of you could have imagined. Just when everything seems perfectly aligned, an unexpected obstacle quietly appears. It is not meant to stop your soulmate, it is meant to test how deeply they truly believe in this journey. For a brief moment, they wonder if they should wait a little longer. They question whether the timing is still right. But then something remarkable happens. Instead of stepping backward, they take one small step forward. That single decision changes the entire direction of the story. Do not skip this moment, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate realizes that every meaningful journey faces one final challenge before the destination comes into view. Rather than seeing the obstacle as a reason to give up, they begin seeing it as proof that this meeting is valuable enough to protect. Their determination becomes stronger than ever before, and the secret they have carried for so long becomes even more precious because they know they are closer than they have ever been. A new realization begins unfolding inside their heart. They understand that the greatest moments are often the quietest ones. There are no grand announcements, no dramatic speeches, and no audience watching from the sidelines. There is only one hope growing stronger with every passing hour. The hope of finally standing before you. Stay till the end, because the next revelation will leave you speechless. Your soulmate starts imagining not the first words they will say, but the feeling they want you to have when you see them. They hope you will feel peace instead of confusion, comfort instead of uncertainty, and familiarity instead of distance. Every small preparation they make is guided by that single desire. They want the meeting to feel natural, as though two paths that were always meant to cross have finally reached the same place at the same time. The secret has never been about hiding from the world. It has always been about protecting something too meaningful to rush. Now another hidden piece of the puzzle comes into view. Your soulmate begins noticing that every delay from the past suddenly makes sense. If any earlier plan had worked, this moment would never have happened the way it is about to. Every closed door quietly redirected them toward a better path. Every unanswered question prepared them for greater clarity. Do not look away now, because the greatest surprise is still ahead. They smile to themselves, realizing that what once felt like disappointment was actually preparation. That understanding fills them with confidence they have never experienced before. The secret meeting is no longer just an idea, it has become a promise they are determined to keep. Deep within, they believe that when two hearts are meant to meet, even unexpected detours become part of the perfect route. That belief keeps them moving forward without hesitation, even when nobody else knows what they are planning. The next chapter begins where silence finally starts giving way to action. Your soulmate reaches a point where waiting no longer feels possible. Every sign, every quiet feeling, and every lesson from the past has led to this exact moment. Do not skip what comes next, because something huge is waiting for you. The secret that has remained hidden for so long is about to move closer to the surface, and one unexpected event will convince your soulmate that the meeting can no longer be delayed. What happens after that single moment will make everything from the beginning of this story fit together in a way neither of you could have imagined. The moment your soulmate has been waiting for is no longer somewhere in the distant future, it is beginning to unfold right now. A quiet excitement fills their heart unlike anything they have ever experienced before. They check every detail one last time, not because they are uncertain, but because they want this meeting to feel unforgettable. Do not skip this moment, because something huge is waiting for you. Every step they take now carries a different kind of confidence. They are no longer asking themselves if they should come. That question has already been answered. Instead, they wonder how this meeting will change both of your lives forever. They imagine seeing you from a distance before you even notice them. They imagine taking a deep breath, smiling quietly, and realizing that every challenge, every delay, and every unanswered question has led to this single unforgettable moment. The secret remains safe for only a little longer, but its purpose is almost complete. Then something unexpected happens that even your soulmate never saw coming. Just as they believe everything is perfectly planned, they receive a small reminder that completely changes their perspective. It is not a warning. It is reassurance. It reminds them that meaningful moments cannot be rushed, but they also cannot be ignored forever. Stay till the end, because the next revelation changes everything. Your soulmate suddenly understands that this meeting is not about impressing anyone. It is about being real. They stop rehearsing perfect conversations and start trusting their heart instead. That simple shift gives them a peace they have never felt before. Every heartbeat now carries excitement instead of uncertainty. Every passing hour feels more valuable because it brings them closer to seeing the person they have quietly carried in their thoughts for so long. They know that when the moment finally arrives, honesty will speak louder than perfectly chosen words. Now the final pieces begin falling into place with incredible precision. A simple change in schedule, an ordinary decision, or an unexpected opportunity opens the path ahead exactly when it is needed most. To everyone else, these moments seem completely normal. But your soulmate sees something different. They see confirmation that everything has been moving toward this destination all along. Do not look away now, because the biggest surprise has not arrived yet. They realize the secret was never meant to last forever. It only existed until the timing became impossible to ignore. Every silent hope, every patient step, and every quiet prayer has prepared them for what comes next. Their heart feels lighter than ever before because they know they are no longer waiting for a dream, they are walking toward reality. The distance that once seemed impossible now feels shorter with every passing moment. And then comes the realization that changes the entire story. Your soulmate understands that the greatest surprise is not simply meeting you. The greatest surprise is discovering how naturally everything begins to fall into place once the meeting finally happens. They believe that some connections never need to be forced because they carry their own quiet strength. Do not skip what comes next, because something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter reveals the exact moment when the secret can no longer remain hidden. Someone notices a small clue, one unexpected detail begins connecting all the pieces, and your soulmate is faced with a choice they never expected to make. That single decision will determine how this unforgettable story moves into its most emotional chapter yet.